Let's start complex number. Today we are going to discuss about the number system and complex number. We know about the real number. Real numbers are divided in irrational number and rational number. Rational numbers are divided in three parts: natural, whole numbers and integer. But what about the imaginary number? We don't have any idea about the imaginary number. Let's see why complex numbers are introduced. Equation like x square minus 1, we do not have a solution within the real numbers. X square is equal to minus 1, so we can write x is equal to under root minus 1. Minus 1 is a negative number and square root of negative number does not exist in real number. Euler introduced imaginary number I is equal to under root minus 1. So we can write under root minus 1 as I. So we have solution x is equal to plus or minus I. Before the introducing of imaginary number, we do not have a solution of such kind of equation, but after introducing imaginary number, we can have a solution of such kind of equation. If n is a positive real number, we define the principal square root of minus n as under root minus n is equal to I under root n. When we combine the real and imaginary number, then the complex number is formed. Real number plus imaginary number is equal to complex number. Definition: if a and b are real number and I is the imaginary number, then a plus ib is called a complex number. It is denoted by z. I can be read as iota. Z is equal to a plus ib. A is the real part, bi is the imaginary part. A is the real part, so real part of z can be written Re of z is equal to a. Bi is the imaginary part, so imaginary part of z is equal to Im of z is equal to b. Imaginary part can be defined as Im of z. Real number and imaginary numbers are subset of the set of complex number. Complex number can be defined as a real number plus imaginary numbers. Complex number has a real part and imaginary part, but either part can be zero. Either a real part can be zero or imaginary part can be zero. So all real number and imaginary number are also complex number. 3 is a real number. It can be written 3 plus 0i. It is a complex number. 4i is an imaginary number. It can be write 0 plus 4i. It is also a complex number. We can write 0 is also as a complex number. 0 can be write 0 plus 0i. Here in this table, 3 plus 2i is a complex number. Its real part is 3. 2 is a imaginary part. So this complex number have real and imaginary both part. 5 is also, we can say it is a complex number. Only real part is given 5. There is no imaginary part. So imaginary part is 0. So it is called real complex number. Minus 6i. Here it is only imaginary part. No real part is given. So real part is 0 and imaginary part is minus 6. So it is called purely imaginary complex number. Power of I. I is equal to I. I square is equal to minus 1. That is defined. Now how can we find I cube? I cube can we write I square into I. What is I square? I square is minus 1. Minus 1 into I is equal to minus I. So value of I cube is minus I. I raised to 4. I raised to 4 can be written as I square into I square. So I square is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 is equal to 1. So I is equal to I square is equal to minus 1, I cube is equal to minus I, and I raised to 4 is equal to 1. Let's see I raised to 5. I raised to 5 is equal to I raised to 4 into I. We have a value of I raised to 4. I raised to 4 is 1. So 1 into I is I. I raised to 6 can be right. I raised to 4 into I square. I raised to 4 is 1 and I square is minus 1. So it is minus 1. So I raised to 7 is equal to I raised to 4 into I cube. I raised to 4 is 1 and I cube is minus I. So 1 into minus I is equal to minus I. I raised to 8 can be written I raised to 4 into I raised to 4. So I raised to 4 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So see here, all the value are repeat. First I, minus 1, minus I, 1. Again, it is I, minus 1, minus I and 1. So we could continue, but notice that they repeat every group of 4. After 4, the values are repeat. To simplify higher power of I, we will group all the I raised to 4th power and see what it is left. Means the value of I raised to 33. To find this value, we have to divide 33 by 4. So 33 by 4 means 33 can be written as 4 into 8 plus 1. 1 is a remainder. So I raised to 33 can be written I raised to 4 into 8 is 32. 1 is remainder. So we are multiplying into I. Now what is the value of I raised to 4? I raised to 4 is 1 and 1 raised to 8 into I. So 1 raised to 8 is 1. 1 into I is I. I raised to 83. Now 83 we will divide by 4 means 4 will go into 83. So 20 times with 3 left means 83 is equal to 4 into 20 plus 3. If we divide 83 by 4, we have 3 is a remainder. So I raised to 83 is equal to I raised to 4 into 20. 20 into 4 is 80. 3 is remainder. So we multiply with I cube. Now I raised to 4 is 1. 1 raised to 20. 1 raised to 20 is 1 into I cube. And what is the value of I cube? I cube is minus I. So I raised to 83 is minus I.